Peace guys, it's K Cola and we are back at it again with another tutorial. So today we're going to be talking about the stimulating scalp beverage. This was my savior when I was first growing my hair back and I had like traction alopecia from wearing weaves and wigs. It was not cute. It comes in 3 different types, so I only have 2 in my hand because I don't have the high porosity one on me right now. But this is the low porosity. We have medium porosity, and then we have a high porosity scalp beverage. The reason it's important to have these in different porosities is because if you're using certain oils and things on your hair, it can actually be damaging to your hair rather than helpful. So I made sure to formulate this with ingredients for each porosity. The one thing that I really want to impress upon you guys that are already using this, or if you're just going to start using it, is the dropper. This little guy right here, okay, he lets the drops out. Cute little drops, right? So a lot of you guys don't trust me when it comes to the advice that we put on the instructions. So we normally say to use about 10 to 15 drops for your entire scalp. So if you really think about it, right, your scalp is a skin surface. So it doesn't matter if you have big hair, a lot of hair, and no hair, right? We all kind of have the same amount of surface. So I think people tend, with more hair or drier hair, tend to think that they need more oil to moisturize your scalp. And that's a common myth because moisture actually comes from water only. It comes from H2O. Oil is a sealant. So what you're doing is you're sealing in the moisture, H2O, with the oil. So I don't want you guys to think that when you are oiling your scalp that you're moisturizing it, because that's not what you're doing. This is an elixir with different oils, carrier oils, and essential oils that will help to stimulate your growth. I have my daughter's lovely dolls here because I just wanted to show you guys that it doesn't matter if you have curly hair, dreads, or straight hair. You all have about the same size head, okay? So some of us don't have 10 size ball heads and then basketball size heads. For the most part, although some of us do have rather large heads, but for the most part, we all have the same size head. So it doesn't really matter your texture of hair when it comes to how much of this you should use. This should last you at least a month. This lasts me about 2 or 3 months, and I have tons of hair, and I have a fairly big head too, so. But if you're using the right amount, it should last you about at least a month, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're going to take the dropper, and for all intents and purposes, I'm gonna use this because you can see it a little better. And you're literally gonna put the drops. See, that's a drop. Not a whole dropper, because some of you guys are putting a whole dropper in your head and counting that as like 1 drop. No, just a tiny drop, okay? So you're gonna put that onto your fingertips. Now, if you have straight hair, 1A hair texture to about 2, okay? You're gonna use 5 droplets every other day. And you're gonna take them on the tips of your fingers. You rub them together and you're gonna massage them into your head, okay? Into the head only. Now, if you have, if you straighten your hair and you like to use like an oil for frizz, this is actually a great oil that you can use for frizz. So you don't have to go buy like the frizz control oils and stuff because a lot of those have terrible ingredients in them. So you can use this just like maybe 2 or 3 drops. And if you have curly, coily, or kinky hair, you're going to use 10 to 15 drops every day. Now, if you have curly hair, I highly suggest that you spray your scalp with water, not sink water, only alkaline, spring water, distilled water, filtered water. We're gonna use our spray bottle. Then you're going to apply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rub them together. Work your way in the front, okay? Then you're gonna do the same thing again in the middle and back. And you're gonna do this for 2 to 5 minutes. You don't wanna just do it like this and then you're done. You wanna massage those good oils in. And the thing is that you wanna be careful because say you're using 2 or 3 droppers, like a whole dropper, right? A day, if you think about it, that's a lot of product buildup that you're gonna get over the week. So you'll definitely end up with product buildup on your hair, like this doll here who has dreads. I think my daughter did this. But you don't wanna end up with product buildup because when you have product buildup, you can't get moisture in. You're just basically piling product on top of product and nothing can get into your actual strands. So especially if you have low porosity hair, you want to be very careful with product buildup, which is why you want to use the recommended amount and why I put it in this little bottle, because I knew that people get really excited with oils and they'll just like go in on the oils. And this is honestly all you need. You don't want to overdo it. It's very powerful, very potent. I made the formula very, very potent. So, you know, you can get these oils on your own, but this formula was specially formulated with a certain amount of each individual oil so that it would be extremely potent and powerful. So again, it's offered in low, medium, and high porosity, and the high porosity Scalp Beverage is the only one out of the 3 that has proteins in it. So that's important that low porosity hair does not use it because low porosity hair wants to avoid protein as much as possible. The medium porosity has heavier oils, so this is good for, you know, someone with medium porosity hair who doesn't get product buildup as easily as a low porosity hair. This is the lightest of the oils, which is why I tend to recommend this for straight hair, bald hair, or low porosity hair, because you're not gonna get product buildup as fast with this. But low porosity hair can use the medium and the low, and medium porosity hair can use the medium and the low. So just kind of test each one out and see which one you like the best. If you have any questions, leave comments below. Are we done? She said we're done. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe, and check out our website. And as always, happy growing.